Hey guys, we're doing an 89-part series on the four Gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. The series title is This is Love. The question is, what is love? We're learning through the life and the teachings of Jesus what love is. In Matthew chapter 9, we learn that love looks for people who know they are sick, and love wants to partner with people who want to do the same thing. In Matthew chapter 9, verses 9 through 13, this is when Jesus calls Matthew, the guy who wrote this. And Matthew was a tax collector, a sinner really, a guy who had turned against his own people. And Jesus went and had dinner with him, but not just him. He had dinner with other disreputable sinners. And the Pharisees came and said, "Why does your teacher eat with such scum?" Woo! And Jesus heard this and he said, "Healthy people don't need a doctor. Sick people do." He said, "I have come not to call those who think they are righteous, but those who know they are sinners." Woo! I have come not for people who think they are well, but for people who know they are not. The truth is, and what Jesus knew, is none of us are well. None of us are righteous. We all need him. But Jesus is saying, I've come for people who have awakened, right? They've woken up. And they get that life is not all about them. The world doesn't revolve all around them. It's not all about protecting their privilege and their place in society, holding on to control and power. And they don't have it all together. He's looking for the broken. He's looking for the people who are crying out and saying, no, I need something and someone greater than me. And then he says, I want to partner with people who want to do the same. At the end of Matthew 9, he's going around, he's healing everybody. It says he healed every kind of disease and illness. And then it says in verse 36, when he saw the crowds, he had compassion on them because they were confused and helpless, like sheep without a shepherd. He said to his disciples, the harvest is great, but the workers are few. Why? We should ask, why are the workers few if the harvest is great? He said, pray to the Lord who is in charge of the harvest. Ask him to send more workers into the field. Why are there not enough workers? Because there's not enough of us who are willing to love like love loves. There's not enough of us willing to go to the center. What we'd rather do too often than not is hang out with the other people around us who also think they are well. Also hang out with the other people around us who think they are righteous. You know, another word for righteous is right? For people who think they are right. Get the people who agree with me together with me, and together in our group, in our little bubble, in our community, we can say, look, we're all right. We've got it all right. We are well. Man, look at those people over there. They are not. And Jesus is saying, no, that's not someone who's going to go out into the harvest. And to the people who were broken and marginalized and vulnerable and hurting and go to dinner with the scum. He's saying, I'm looking for people who will go to dinner with the scum, who can love like me. And the only way you're going to do that is when you realize that you're scum, that we're all scum. Yay, right? And that's not talking down. That's saying, listen, none of us are perfect. No, not one. So if we will have compassion on everyone like Jesus did, right? Isn't that what it said in verse 36? When he saw the crowds, he had compassion on them. And that's why they came to him, and that's why he went to them, and that's why he could love them. Let's do the same.